Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 4 Battle Pass has been released. From the arrival of Dr. Sloan, this evil bug queen. In this video, we are going to talk about everything you need to know about Chapter 6 Season 4 Battle Pass. The very first Battle Pass skin we might get in Chapter 6 Season 4 is this bug queen. Now, the theme of next season has been confirmed. It is going to be alien/bug invasion. Also, remember, next season is going to be the finale, so this is going to be a very big season. This bug queen was seen in the survey, and this happened like months ago. People were expecting this bug theme season, and then we get this teaser. As you can see, this pink donut covered in bugs sprinkles. At this point, people start to speculate that next season is going to be bug invasion, and then HypeX confirmed this, saying next season is going to be bug invasion/alien theme. These bugs are basically aliens. Now, we have seen this before in Chapter 2 Season 7 when the Lost Reality showed up. They worked with this Chimera army, these bugs-like creatures, and they attacked the Fortnite island. I'm guessing these bugs are going to be from the same clan. Also, remember, Harold, who was working for the Lost Reality, is sort of like a bug/plant-like creature. And remember what happened when she arrived on the island in Chapter 3? Corrupted literally everything. And I think it's going to be the same this time around as well, when this queen of all bugs shows up on the island. And instead of Chrome, this creature is going to corrupt everything using her power. We will see literally bugs everywhere. Now, our next Battle Pass skin is most likely going to be an alien-themed skin, because Lost Reality is going to be here. Because if you look at these posters, as you can see, multiple animals are disappearing from the island. This isn't just a coincidence. We've actually had this before in Chapter 2 Season 6, before the alien season, for the build-up. We were hearing news about the disappearance of animals and people on the island. And then we start to see aliens abducting people right in front of us, and this is happening almost every game. It was very obvious that a huge alien ship was arriving on the island, and that is exactly what happens in Chapter 2 Season 7. And then we start to see a bunch of alien Lost Reality related creatures and weapons show up. For example, like this skin that if you did an emote, you can literally turn into a completely different character. Now, the reason why the Lost Reality showed up back then in Chapter 2 was to get the 0 point. In fact, ever since they showed up in Chapter 1 when they sent Kevin the Cube to the island, their mission has always been to retrieve the 0 point so they can be the most powerful organization in the history. And that is the reason why they are trying to get to this island as well, because the main theme of this season is in fact the 0 point, because this piece crash landed on the island, starting magic, which opened up portals to the spirit realm. And then John Jones revealed to us that there's actually more than one 0 point pieces on this island, and that is the reason why everyone is looking for them. In fact, Midas has built a 0 point vault just in case they get their hands on them. They need to keep it safe from a bunch of creatures like the Lost Reality, and also this creature inside of the spirit realm that we know as the Evil Presence. Most likely, this Evil Presence is going to be our next Battle Pass skin for Chapter 6 Season 4, and I think this creature is the Nothing. Lots of people think that this skin right over here is the Nothing skin, because this skin has been in the survey for a very long time, and I think the reason for that is they're waiting for the right moment to bring this character to the game. One of the main reasons why people think this is the Nothing skin is because of that little symbol on its chest. Because if you look at the Nothing's ship in the background, that giant circular Death Star-like ship, you can see the same diamond shape. And the reason why I think this creature, the Nothing, is in fact the evil presence inside inside of the spirit realm is because of multiple reasons. One, Jade describes this creature as a creature with no shape. She only felt its presence. She did not see him or her. And we know another person described the nothing as the shapeless man. It was this guy right here, Sloan. He said the nothing had no shape or form. It is just a presence. Also, this creature was making Sloan create a portal, but someone sabotaged it, and that plan did not come into play. And we are seeing similar things happen this season as well. This creature is making Daigo create a portal this time. Also, if you remember back in chapter 3, when Harold was destroying the entire Fortnite island, corrupting everything, we heard the voice of the nothing recruiting a warrior. He is basically describing exactly like what happened to Daigo, and this was almost 3 years ago. Nothing says he's looking for someone, a warrior, that he can make extremely powerful and strong. But this warrior will forget everything from its past. Its loved one will be all forgotten, will lose everything. And that is exactly what happens to Daigo. He doesn't remember his family. That's why I think this evil creature inside of the spirit realm is in fact the nothing. Now, I think this creature will be revealed this season because there is a live event scheduled to take place very soon, and I think that is going to be the arrival of the evil presence. But we're going to get the skin in the next season's battle pass. Now that it looks like the nothing and the lost reality is going to be here next season, we are going to need someone who has experience with the lost reality and will protect us, and I think that is going to be our next chapter 6 season 4 battle pass skin, Dr. Sloan. Now there is actually this version of Dr. Sloan in the survey. You can see this skin sort of matches the theme of this season. Now this isn't the very first time Dr. Sloan has dealt with the lost reality and the nothing. Very first time the lost reality attacks the island was in chapter 1 when they sent Kevin the Cube to the island. This cube was going around corrupting everything from locations to people, and since this was too slow, it melts in Loot Lake and creates this floating island. And in chapter 2 season 7, that goes around the island corrupting more locations and people as well. And at this point, Dr. Sloan, who is the leader of the Imagine Order, who also has the control on the 0 point, uses its power to defeat the island. Also in chapter 2 season 7, when the lost reality showed up on the island to take control of the 0 point, it goes straight towards the spire where the 0 point was being hidden. Before they managed to get their hands on it, Dr. Sloan hides it again. Then throughout chapter 2 season 7, lost reality is going around corrupting and abducting a bunch of locations looking for the 0 point. Dr. Sloan uses this opportunity to her advantage, and she hides a bunch of bombs in different locations, which ultimately ends up inside of the ship because the UFO ship was obviously abducting these locations. And then she makes every single people on the island put on this detonation device because she couldn't detonate it from the ground because of this force field around the ship. But we had to get very close to the bomb, which we do during this event. And then she blows up the entire UFO ship, which was a mistake at the end because a bunch of cubes inside of the ship ends up on the island. But we know for sure that she can fight against the lost reality because she knows a lot of information. Also, another reason why we think she's going to be here next season is because Hope, who can actually see the future through her art, has been drawing a bunch of graffitis of Dr. Sloan ever since chapter 5. And remember, every time Hope draws an image, always comes true. For example, she drew this image of the Wanderer before his arrival to the island, and also Pandora's box as well. I know Sloan has had many different versions, but it looks like this is the version that we are going to get in chapter 6 season 4 battle pass. A bunch of information are coming out every day because chapter 6 season 4 is going to start in just 1 month time, so I'll keep you guys updated. So please leave a like, subscribe, and can use code SMJM. My name is Sam Jam. I love you, fam. So peace out.